the spokesperson for your group, one talking to the goblins, which makes sense. She's the one that speaks goblin in your group, as she is raised among goblin siblings. Run, meanwhile, snuck around, being invisible, and he finally spotted the amulet he was after, worn by a rather large goblin in a hut. Uh, while he was trying to figure out how to get things done, like how to sneak in there, how to lure things out, and was busily constructing plans, the goblin in question exited the hut and went to talk to Arya. Uh, Having discovered that Arya had money and was trying to pay the goblins for something, and so the goblin leader decided to trade. Arya ended up buying the amulet for 100 gold and a watch. Having secured the Vorn amulet, you went back to the Vorn statue a few days away and activated it after completely destroying all of the sacred objects at the site. Eventually, the storm that had been raging for some time finally abated, and you guys got back down towards the Camp Vengeance, and you and made your way from there along the river, back up to Port Narazu. After some tense negotiations and nearly pissing off a city official, you managed to trade your new Shield Guardian companion for a very good spellbook. And everyone leveled up. So I think that's where everything has been covered up at this point. It's now session 33, and it is day 33 of the month feasting. Which, if you didn't know, is basically autumn, the season of autumn. What would you guys like to do?
Rhea would be probably just chilling with little one. And Newman's flying monkey, because now Newman's gone. And
well, actually, I imagine Newen's monkey also got ported back to the Feywild along with Noonan, even though Noonan wasn't there at the time.
All right, so she'll just be chilling with Pretzel Quaddle and little one, probably on the deck of the ship.
All right. Sea breeze catching your nose. You can hear the soothing sounds of the waves and the occasional, not exactly chirps or anything like that, more like a sheer shrill from the gulls above, but it's more comforting than anything else. Jasper, what are you doing?
Last where I was run. If he's made his way back to the ship, then I guess I'll be on the ship, just kind of hang out.
All right.
Yes, Run would be back on the ship.
And what about you, Torin?
I'm just gonna be hanging out on the ship, kind of taking an inventory of everything we got since we left it for a while there.
And guy whose name I keep forgetting, unfortunately, that's sitting next to Jasper and therefore doesn't have a name that I could easily remember.
Done.
He's just gonna be like kind of walking around the ship asking if anybody needs any help with anything, getting ready.
So some of the people on the ship are basically like, when are we gonna push off from this port? We've been sitting here for weeks now. Meanwhile, Merkit.
Hello.
Hello. sort of species? What race is your character? First off.
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn. All right.
Oh dear God.
All right. What does a dragonborn like you doing? Sorry, what is a dragonborn like you doing in a tropical port that is on? It's sort of an island. It's really, really big island, but it's sort of like an island, so it's not connected. It's not directly connected to the mainland. There's like a strait in the way, basically separating it from the island. So what brings you to Port Nazir?
Well, I was led in this direction after I have a tendency to look after groups of people who I can consider friends. So I was looking for a new group of people.
All right. Looking for another ragtag group?
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any experience with boats?
Boats.
Ships, sailing, that sort of thing.
I rode on one when I left my clan.
All right. So, in the harbor, you probably would have noticed, like, there's a lot of tourists around. There's people with weird clothes. Some of them have weird stuff. But, for the most part, they're in groups that are closer to their own kind, or like two different races maybe hanging out together, walking down the street if they're not in like native garb. Like a lot of the native people, you see like dark-skinned humans, you see various lizard folk, and you see the occasional tabaxi, which aren't as common as one might think along the mainland. Those are typically the ones that you see in what you might consider native accoutrement. Of the people walking around, the clear tourists, you do see the occasional weird-looking people that for some reason you feel like you really shouldn't get too close to because they're just dressed so oddly. These weird people that all seem to be wearing suits that of various races. I mean, even if you're looking for like a group of ragtag people, they just seem a bit too uniform. And there's just something a bit off about them. However, as you were wandering around closer to the docks, you happen to see a group of strange people of all different races boarding a boat, including a very boisterous gnome, a Genasi woman, another dragonborn. Okay, why am I forgetting the race of your companion? See, elf, half elf. The one whose name I can never remember because it's not directly on the list.
Heard on.
Are you elf or half elf?
Beef half elf.
And I do apologize for that. It's just that my brain, especially after a really long day at work, looks at names to respond to, and is not good with voices.
Good.
But
level him. We're doing that now. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's cool. But you basically just see a very ragtag group of people, kind of looking beat up on their armor, and definitely just came in from the jungle, all heading onto a ship.
Yeah. I noticed the gnome and I speak out to him in gnomish.
He looks, the moment I imagine he's very preoccupied, looking very excited at this spell book he has.
Yes. In his hands, you see a great big tome that looks rather weathered, as his face is buried in it, but yet he hears gnomish and he looks around.
I wave down to him and start speaking again. Hello, friend.
Oh, he looks up. Oh. Hello, how are you doing?
I am doing well. How are you?
I'm doing very well. You said you were speaking quite slow for speaking gnomish.
Well, I've only just acquired the language. I was taken in by a group not too far from here.
Oh, there's a gnome facility in the same area?
Yes, probably about a couple of days out east.
You see him rub his, okay, he has a bald chin, but with a, bit of like a Fu Manchu mustache. You see, okay, this is what Run looks like. Currently, he'd be wearing dark traveling clothes. He has a bit of like a charcoal Fu Manchu and a bit of a salt and pepper hair that's in a long top knot. He's young compared to gnome standards. He's like in his 30s, human years, but kind of, I guess, be like
A 30-year-old gnome would be the equivalent. Are you talking about a 30-year-old human or a gnome of 30 years?
like a gnome of 30 years.
A gnome of 30 years is the equivalent of a human teenager, possibly young teenager.
There you go.
They're
Man, you're
about,
not even old enough to grow Fu Manchu.
yeah, exactly.
Hey,
It's
I said,
a secret is it's really plastered on.
I said a bit of a Fu Manchu. Okay.
You're not even old enough for peach fuzz.
Hey, you don't know my gnome's biology. And of course, he also knows this guy's self. And
Die.
well, anyway.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I kind of got choked up there.
His mustache started falling off into his mouth.
Go.
And I'm kind of.
You better glue next time.
Y'all got gnome on my brain. Run. Kind of strokes his bald chin. I guess I'll just have to see who. See them sometime. Anything in particular I can help you with?
Well, I didn't know if you might need any help with anything.
He starts to raise his finger. Hmm. Oh, Captain, my Captain!
Oh, God damn it.
Ah!
Just 1 second.
Down below. Down below, Run.
Oh. Are you yelling up to him down below?
No, as in, I didn't hear you.
Oh, any of the other crew members around?
There's various crew members around. Some of them are looking over the edge of the ship.
I'm talking about our crew members.
The main crew, the officers.
Probably be like up in the crow's nest, just chilling. Might hear you.
We're straight out on the deck. I don't know.
Down out of the crow's nest. What do you want? What do you want, Run?
I think we got a new someone that wants to join.
Are you making friends?
Hello
You
up
know.
there.
I'm down. So you're wanting to join our crew?
I was looking for a group of people that might need some help. I'd like to offer my services.
I don't think you can give us the help we need.
Go find Torin really quick, and I'll go look around the ship for him. Hopefully, eventually find him. I don't know if I need to roll investigation. I'll just say whenever I do find him, I'll just be like, we got a guy wanting to join the crew, says that he's looking to help.
We just got a new guy.
Well, now we have another one that's asking to be part of the crew, so come on up here and follow
Left run
Ben.
unattended.
He's got a Rhea up there, he'll be fine.
I'm saying who left run unattended to find someone else.
Or that other guy just walked up.
Let's take a look at this guy.
Do I need to describe my character?
Sure.
I'm a 6'9", 300-pound dragonborn of the copper dragon variety, with massive scars across my chest, arms, and legs.
Shit. Probably describe my character since you don't know what she looks like. Massive resting bitch face. Has like a side shave, earthy green hair, and like kind of Avatar: The Last Airbender green lines that go down her arm that look like green jasper gemstone.
Well, I'm the other Dragonborn. About same height as you, except I'm bronze. Like a silver color eye. What kind of armor am I wearing? I forgot.
Clean kind.
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm wearing chainmail armor. With the shield on my back and with the warhammer also sitting on my back underneath the shield.
Hello, brother.
I don't know you well enough for you to call me brother, man. No offense.
None taken. I didn't know if you all might need any help.
What do you do?
I defend. And I provide general help to all my friends who need.
Okay. Side note, out of character, what class are you? This is essentially what I was asking.
Barbarian.
Okay. Run? No, not on my ship.
I'm just
No.
I'm having to add my spells to the thing, and I'm making
Get
sure that
that thought out of your mind right now.
this
Get that thought out of your mind right now.
This is out of character, so no worries.
I will have no problem wasting spell slots to put that fire out.
Tell me your titties, old man.
Hey, there's 2 other people in here older than me.
What was that?
3, maybe.
Yeah, but you creak and pop like an old man, so.
Blame the army for that. Alright, so, you got any experience on a ship?
Only the ship that I used to get to this island.
Did you do anything on that ship? Or did you just use it for passage?
I floated. But I'm very good with manual labor.
Right, so, chalk you up the experience of the rest of my crew. Speaking of that, I'm looking over at Jasper. Can you grab the other new guy? I have yet to ask him this stuff.
Sure. I'll look for Erdon.
We'll wait for the other guy to get
I found it easy. I was just like up on top deck, just kind of like move stuff around and help people get ready.
At least he has
Come on.
initiative.
Some questions.
Following her.
Other new guy. First new guy.
Don!
Hi, Don.
Got it. Do you have any experience on a ship?
No. Matter of fact, the last ship I rode in here did nothing but vomit.
Oh, you're gonna be one of them guys. Well, be glad you're on a ship like this, not the ship I'm used to sailing.
I'm hoping it'll be better the second time around, but you have to understand that's the first time I've ever been out on the ocean.
Was mention of rocking a ship earlier on the journey, so it might not be as easy.
Yeah, let's not talk about that one right now.
Just a little like offhand comment that Jasper makes under her breath.
Alright, so where did both y'all come from? One at a time. Whoever wants to go first.
Uh, just comes from a wooded area. Like he's just lived in the woods most of his life. Not that he really hates cities. He actually enjoys cities. He just hangs out in the woods. Creeper.
Okay, somewhat relatable. What about you? Over at the other Dragonborn?
Well, I came to this island after leaving my clan. I was being constantly shunned for my combat nature to defend my comrades rather than run into battle.
Huh. Okay, that's strange. Okay. Well, any y'all proficient or good at doing any sorts of trades like carpentry, cooking?
I know the basics of cooking.
Who was it that is our chef?
Aria,
Yeah. Aria.
I'm looking at the page right now. I had to look over at it.
Yep.
The only spot we have open right now, as far as like officer positions, is the first mate. Since Newman left.
Volunteering.
Did you say you're volunteering?
I'm not.
I heard you are.
I'm not.
But then you have an excuse to share the captain's quarters.
I already have an excuse.
I wasn't even going to fight that one.
Because you know I'm right.
The only thing I could think of that I would be really good at is probably just like butchering and maybe like curing meat and stuff like
I
that.
mean, like, at least two of us there can do it. So,
Find the meeting.
Alright, which one of you two is more the people person?
I am.
How do you know? You don't know the other guy.
It's probably right.
Wow, way to make a convincing argument.
Said I didn't care much about cities. People inside of them. Different.
When I arrived on this island, I befriended a colony of gnomes, and after some time, they sent me this way to see if people needed any help.
Okay. You stay away from Ron. I don't want him to corrupt you now.
Hey,
It's
don't.
the adults are talking. Mr. Peach Fuzz.
You figured out his secret that he's really a child.
I speak in
Been using
gnomish.
disguise self this whole time.
I speak in
I'm
gnomish.
sorry.
It's okay, little buddy. We'll talk later.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist that one. I was set up perfect for it.
We already know how Ordon is in a fight. How are you in a fight?
God damn you, no.
Let me get a
No. No.
What?
let
Not
me get a
you. No.
perception check from you.
You know what? I'm bringing out. Where's it at? Where's my good luck dice?
I have passive perception of 18.
I think he's doing it on me. Oh.
No, but I might still see it.
Well,
This,
you probably see something floating out of his pocket, not particularly run nearby.
Hold
What is
up,
it?
hold up here.
Depending on what it is, I might let you get away with it.
This is time for messages.
Basically, he's just going in blind. He's
Depending on what you pull out, I'm gonna let you get away with it.
he snubbed the gnome, and well, he
You
must.
didn't take shit.
My friends must be punished.
Posted a picture of my roll. Check that OOC.
She rolled good against somebody else too. Still
Oh
fucked
my
with dice.
gosh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to just stick with my dice.
Nice.
Digital dice don't. Okay. As you're looking around, you see something floating out of one of your pouches.
Run. Give it back.
You better apologize first.
No, there is no death to these dice, Jasper.
Hey, we might could use those 20s later on, so.
So hate those dice.
Look, I was about to give you, something nice here, Ron, but no.
Well, if that's the case. But you should know that bad mouthing your bosun might have repercussions.
Just remember, anything you do to this ship also affects you.
Yes, I know. I mean, my name is on the deed as well.
Only one of us signed that.
No, actually, I think both of us did.
Yeah.
We did.
Well, give it back or you're not getting your nice thing.
And you see that it's floating back to your pouch. Just let that be a warning, is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, next time I won't give you a warning when I throw my hammer at you. Alright. Gnome talker, whatever your name is, because.
Dorvit.
What is it?
Dorvit.
Oh, you're gonna type that one out for me. Okay. Yeah, you.
Yes.
I feel I'm going to regret this, but at least he'll have someone to talk to, and we don't have to draw straws anymore to keep him unattended. You go hang out and learn with Run.
Quick
I would do
question.
that. Yes.
Which I asked but was not answered. How are you in a fight? Because we kind of do that quite often, and if you're not good at a fight, then you might not be the most help.
We can find out how he is in a fight.
It's true.
Tavern here, isn't there?
Let's go to the tavern.
Well, you see,
Hey, no. Last time I went to a tavern, no.
You enjoyed that, fucker. You admitted it.
to answer your question, this halberd on my back is not just for show. I'll run up and use it to keep enemies at a distance from my friends.
Right.
That
Kinda wasn't that
and
actually.
I've already caused enough trouble in this town. Let's not do anymore. Why are you creating a bonfire?
I told you I'm having to test to make sure that I'm putting these spells in correctly on roll 20.
I don't like seeing that.
So aggressive.
With him, you never know what he's going to do. Alright, and then Erdon. You're. What are you? You're a ranger or you're a rogue?
Ranger.
Okay, cool. So a hunter, essentially. Side note, our last ranger didn't have too much luck. Talk from experience
Very
there.
optimistic for the future.
I love the optimism.
Talk from experience here. That was out of character.
It's gonna be fine.
You go hang out with Arya, give her a hand with the cooking. Because now that we have an actual crew here, she's probably gonna need a hand.
Good.
Being default first mate, I don't want it.
I'm just doing that with those two until I decide on a first mate.
I know, but where it was mentioned earlier, now I'm worried.
Why are you worried?
I don't want to be first mate.
Hey, Run is bosun, so he doesn't have to worry. He just buys the groceries. To get things the ship needs.
That's more quartermaster.
Okay, then quartermaster then.
Jasper's quartermaster.
Oh, then what's a bosun?
I have party sons.
Bosun's like a essentially you deal with the carpentry, the ship fixing.
Oh,
Pretty
yeah,
much
that's
what
right.
you're trying to like what you're
Yeah, that's right.
improving the ship, stuff like
A
that.
shipwright?
Yeah. But that's a shipbuilder.
This is why I don't want to be first mate. I can keep
Essentially,
track
the
of all this.
bosun is like the mechanic of the ship.
Yeah, bosun is the one that does all the repairs and upgrades and
It's perfect for Run.
exactly. He's got I mean he's a rock gnome, so he's got the tinker's tool. Plus he's proficient in uh, uh, alchemy.
That's also like 12 years old.
They're not.
I'm not gonna forget that now. Those comments are going to be coming quite often.
Now you realize why he Run is the way he is.
Nah,
It's okay, Run. I've got you in game and out of game for calling him an old man. So
so
get it back.
so I wasn't wrong all those times I said he needed adult supervision.
No, you are quite correct. The salt and pepper here kind of throws it off, though.
You're like preteen, so you're pretty much starting emo phase. Alright, I'm gonna go finish what I was doing down below. Y'all have fun up here.
Come, little buddy. Let me help you out with whatever you need.
Oh, please, don't be afraid to pick him up. I do it all the time just to mess with him.
And then all of a sudden,
Don't you do it.
in front of Torin's face, little guy shows up. Mama, I am Floof. Maricat,
Yes.
you see a critter.
Might just be like, are you wanting to show him the true form or
Yes, the true form.
Grizz? Don't you have a handout for that?
Here, let me
Are
actually.
you talking
change
about
my-
his little friend?
Was it?
Yes.
Closet.
I believe I do. Let me check.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I'm
trying
pretty
to.
sure she did.
It also helps
Should
if I can
I,
spell.
Should I
Holler for
change
it as
my
he's
name in
walking
this?
away.
Should I
He's
change
gonna
my
be
name
upset
in
through
this
the fire
beverage to my
pit.
character's name?
It doesn't look like there's a handout for quasits. Sorry.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I could be able to share what he looks like.
Yeah, I just had to pull out the token and
There we
then
go.
make it very large. There you go.
Yeah, that ugly little thing.
That is a quasit. Quasits are
I think
tiny.
I've seen that either.
They're little bug-like demons.
And the fun thing is, he transforms into multiple shapes, not just his true form. Which reminds me, Run will need to do a find familiar ritual later to
Yep.
upgrade to create a new form. But the question is, what should I do? I mean, I've got a blink dog. I got, let's see. There's the blink dog, a crab, a giant owl, a lion, and a weasel. I just don't know. Okay. Anyways, you see this thing sitting on top of Run's head, just appear out of nowhere, just staring at just looking at Torin with his head cocked, and you hear him say, "And floof."
I'm a weasel.
No, not in weasel form.
I know, but that's how I met him, so he's a demon weasel.
Oh yes, that.
What a cute little creature.
He turns
What's
around,
your
looks at
definition of cute?
and floof.
How big
Hello.
is this thing?
He's about a foot tall, I believe.
Cool. Just gonna pick him up. Ron, you lost something. And let go of him back onto the deck.
And
Behind me.
as you pick him up, all of a sudden he transforms into a large lion in your hands, looking quite agitated at you.
If you don't like me getting in your personal space, don't get in mine then, dude.
He roars.
I. No.
What a cute kitty cat.
You kind of see a smile just. For lions that's not able to grin, you see a big smile come across the lions.
I
Kind
like
of
him
like
better as a lion.
a smug look. And then
Go be your little gnome master. Let me
And
go
then
see what I was doing.
just for fun, he just vanishes from your grip.
Oh, I wanted to pet him.
Well, I can always. And then all of a sudden, he just reappears, just laying on the deck, just purring.
I want to go over and pet the big kitty.
uh, uh, um, well, anyways, well, welcome to the crew. Yeah, the multiple personality thing over here is a friend of mine called Floof. That's not the
Hello,
only thing he
Floof.
does in common.
It is a pleasure to be aboard.
And he just keeps purring.
I want to lay on the big kitty.
He seems to like that very much.
Just like laying on him, like arms wrapped around him, just like scratching him under the chin, like using him as a big oversized pillow.
You see his hind leg kind of start doing the dog thing.
Hee.
You found the kick spot.
Well, as for me, I think I will go down deck and um, um, start working on some things.
Do you
Um,
need any assistance?
um, uh, um, uh, uh, well, these are highly volatile. Um, do you know how to brew?
I do not.
Hmm. Been trying to create the perfect concoction of ale and that funny stuff that we got from the Feywilds.
Are you making any progress with the dancing monkey fruit?
Yeah.
Which you're not here.
He will have to try again later because the last monkey fruit kind of well, that's what stunk up the place.
That's what that was.
Yes,
I can run into town later if we're planning on going to a tavern and get you some more.
but he also has a flask of the happy juice from the Feywild that he also wants to reverse engineer. But the problem is that there's one ingredient that he can't get from here.
Would that be?
Something from the Feywilds.
Uh,
I don't think we'll be going back there anytime soon, anyways,
Yeah, I don't plan on it.
unless we accidentally cross over somewhere.
I don't have the spell for it right now, but I can eventually get a spell that could take us to the Feywild.
Oh, you mean gate?
I can't remember the name of it. I just know that it's a druid spell that I can get.
Yeah, it's either gate or plane shift, one of the two.
I think plane shift.
If you're asking out of character, then yeah, it's definitely plane shift. But you need a tuning
Yes.
fork.
Yeah, tuning fork. That's
Yeah, I know this very well because my Sunday party is currently looking around for tuning forks. Hello?
Hello?
Okay. Everyone went quiet when I made a comment, so I thought maybe my headset had died.
Nope. I think everyone's just thinking, what kind of trouble is Run going to cause now?
I'll look over to. Oh shit! This one takes me a minute. Sorry. Again.
Oh, wait, that's right. Run needs to buy some new brewer supplies because the last setup kind of got ruined.
Merkit, say your name one more time.
Dorvit.
Yes. So the last one you have to meet is Zaria. So follow me. She's a fan of making new friends. I'll take him to meet Aria.
Absolutely.
Maria's just chilling on deck, kind of dozing on little one. They're curled up together.
Yeah, you basically see a furbog curled up against an axe beak, a juvenile one, and even though it's a juvenile, it's still pretty big. An axe beak is kind of like a blue feathered, much more aggressive chocobo.
I see. Hello.
Maria will look up. Her hair's kind of mussed up from laying down, and she looks over to Jasper and you, and blink. Like, hi.
We have a new member of the crew.
Oh, again.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Yes. Nice to meet you. I'm. She'll take a breath here. Aria Galadonal.
Dorvit call it the fifth.
Aria will kind of give him a half smile, and she'll go back, and she'll kind of lean back down on little ones. Like, this is my emotional support axe speak, little one.
Squaw!
Hello, friend. It is nice to meet you as well.
What are you doing, Jasper?
What was that?
She asked what you do. What are you doing?
Relaxing after the little trip through the jungle to the giant statue robot, whatever exactly that thing was.
Aria will nod.
I was just sitting up in the crow's nest. But then we got a new friend.
Yes.
I am here to help if you ever need any assistance.
I want to see your skills in action eventually.
The time I walk up behind him and I'm just like, yeah, I'd say we try to get him into a fight somewhere. But
Well, I already asked Torin if he's okay with the fight on his ship, and he said as long as we don't break anything.
Should we move then? Aria will kind of sit up a little more and look around at the mostly empty deck.
Really quiet, smug.
She asked if they should move.
Probably.
Okay. Come on, little one. Rhea will get up and she'll probably go head off the ship and go to the bakery that she found last time they were here.
Just didn't want to hit in a fight on accident. So bad. You can roleplay that out later, though, so we're not, like, just in market having a fight on this deck.
You could do it here. That's what this game's for.
I was just like,
You wish to see my skills in action?
what you got? And I'll turn into a giant wolf.
I'll get out of the way.
You see all of a sudden Run leaning up against Fluke with a big bucket of buttered popcorn just
If it will satisfy you, very well.
He's just waiting for you.
Oh, I didn't know what we were doing. Didn't know if you had to roll anything.
Is this just the
I'm
two
letting
of you? Whichever one of you wants to go first, since it's a friendly bout.
I'm letting him go first.
I pull out my halberd. I can roll with physical dice, right?
Yep.
Oh, you're all with the fucking puppy dice?
I roll an 18.
Hit.
Yes, I'm rolling with the puppy dice.
To fight Torin. This do.
Alright, see what kind of damage am I doing with this thing. Let's see, 1d10 plus 5.
Ah.
11.
Bite you.
Huh?
I'm going to bite you. Wait, hang on. You have 2 attacks at this level? You should.
Do I have 2 attacks? Yeah, I have an extra attack, right?
So take it if you want it.
Yeah, everyone's level 8, so virtually every class should have 2 attacks.
19? That is 12 damage?
No, I bite you. Is it 20 to hit?
It hits.
Right. Need a strength saving throw.
A what?
Strength saving throw.
A dex saving throw?
Strength.
Strength. How do I do that?
Be on your do right under your proficiency bonus. Yeah, your saving throws. Succeed. You're not knocked prone. But that was 11 damage.
11?
Non-lethal. Not to kill him.
So that puts me down to. Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alright. I will roll again. So, do I get 2 attacks every turn? Or.
Every turn.
That's 20.
You're fucking kidding me.
Mm-mm.
Go for it.
Alright, so it's a D10 plus a D6. Or is it just a D10 and then D10 times 2 plus 5?
10 times 2 plus 5.
23?
I'm back to Jasper form.
I ask if that is enough of a demonstration.
You're doing good.
You said it's good?
Alright, so you're going to be useful in a fight.
Alrighty. I am happy to have had a chance to prove myself.
Eventually going to have a fight with Torin. Alright, so
Do I need to take a rest to heal myself back up to full?
it was non-lethal damage.
Yeah, you'll be able to do that on a long rest, which isn't right now, just in case like you guys get attacked or something like that, or do something else equally silly. But yeah.
I'll go ahead and do
So at
like
the moment,
a,
you still have those injuries, unless you have some other way of healing them.
I'll do a cure wounds. That was the one that cost the damage. Just rolling it. Just takes. There we go.
Alright. Thank you, friend.
No problem. I want to go back up to the crow's nest.
I'm just gonna sit and wait for Rory to get back. Check out the kitchen.
Would anyone like to go with me to do some shopping?
Who?
Okay. Sorry about that. My mic was pushed up so I wouldn't come over across it. Anyways, would anyone like to go shopping with me? I need to pick up some new supplies. I the my brewer kit kind of exploded. Hey, maybe we can welcome the new guy with some drinks.
I shall accompany you if you'd like.
I that would be fun. How about anyone else?
The sound of drinks. Jasper just suddenly appears like she never left.
What was that?
Say that the mention of drinks, Jasper will like suddenly just appear like she never even left drinks.
I'll just kind of walk back up. Well, so I shouldn't be antisocial with my new friends.
That's the spirit, friend.
I I kind of figured out that around here, the word drinks is better than the spell message.
Wrong. Come on, let's go get you some dancing monkey fruit.
Ooh, monkey fruit. Might have to get maybe a good sized crate of those.
Promise me that the first person you want is Torin. I'll buy him.
I will not promise such a thing. Fingers crossed.
Don just chimes in. Dancing monkey whaties?
I too would
Ooh.
like to see the monkey's dance.
It's a really, really good drink. We'll get you one.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes. That will be our new initiation for new crew members.
That's fine to me. I'm thirsty, actually.
Go to the tavern. We hit up the same tavern that we went to last time.
Yes.
What would you guys like to do? You just heading out towards the tavern?
Yes, we are.
All right then. Yeah, I'm just looking off the pulling out the information on the tavern.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Ugh. That is all.
Ah, that's right. It's the thunder lizards you guys go to, isn't it?
I believe it was.
I'll just wait until she comes back.
Good.
You back? Is everyone back?
I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm
Alright.
here.
All right. So is everyone heading off towards the thundering lizard?
Probably. We would probably go where the party goes.
It's an outing. All right. So the group of you walk down off the ship. You head out down the street, all towards the Red Bazaar, and eventually find yourself at your favorite pub here, the Thundering Lizard, which caters to raucous clientele. And their beds are usually about 5 silver a night. At this time of day, if I recall right, it's... No, wait. I always forget to write down time of day. No, it's like probably midday to mid-afternoon. So yeah, there's some people filtering in at this hour, getting drinks, getting some simple pub fare, and nodding at you as you walk in.
Walk straight up to the barkeep and say, "Oh, the last time I was here, I got a lovely drink with a bit of fruit in it. I need Couple of those.
Oh, how many of those?
Just 2 for right now.
All right then. Coming right up.
And also, how many of those do you have for sale?
How many what?
How many of those that fruit do you have for sale?
High or low?
Was that
High or low?
high?
Oh, I'm afraid I don't have any of those fruits to sell right now.
Damn it!
I take it you were looking for some. I suppose you could probably go harvest them from the forest, but it can be quite dangerous.
I might just do that.
Of course she would.
Hey, you're an accomplice in this. Don't act like you're not.
Oh, sure, you're planning shenanigans again.
Appreciate it. I'll hand a drink to Ardon, and I will hand a drink to DeWitt, and hey, drink up, boys.
Much appreciated.
What's this thing called again?
Drink it. It'll be fine.
Cheers!
It would be insulting not to.
In the language of the gnomes, kombucha.
Basically.
He's just gonna. John's just gonna like take a pretty sizable gulp of it.
I just dumped the whole thing in my mouth and swallow.
Like the way you think. I'll order a mead for myself.
I'll give that dancing monkey fruit a try.
Oh no.
Bum bum bum.
Well, if you're already knows a drink, please roll me a Constitution saving throw.
What is it?
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
Um. Give me just a second here.
Bitch.
Well,
Did everybody shoot you very
well,
well?
neither of you are affected by the dancing monkey fruit.
Fuck.
It
And-
just
and
tastes fruity, as far as you're concerned.
Ouch.
It's just a fruity drink.
Okay.
Yep.
Here's.
Just a fruity drink to you.
Okay. Ron has a 10.
Run, on the other hand, starts dancing wildly.
Wah, wah.
I'm gonna
Hey,
Once-
wait a minute. Hold on a second. Let's really do this now. 7.
Everybody
8, 9,
dance
10.
now.
That would be a 10 on performance.
Not only
What
is he
fun,
dancing,
Fred.
but he's basically doing the shepherd shuffle.
No, he's doing the curly shuffle.
I called shepherd shuffle before that.
He's doing. Ria's gonna approach the bar and order a mug of ale. The same ale she got last time. That's the silver.
Here you are, dear. And you're
I'm gonna
politely
drink
handed
it all.
a mug of ale.
I'm gonna drink it all really fast before Jasper can stop me.
dexterity check something.
No,
Oh,
first thing, you have to roll a perception check. You are currently distracted by Run. He is dancing wildly, and you are very entertained because it's so bad. So you have to roll me a
Okay.
perception check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Come on.
You wanted to get Run intoxicated. You're loving
Well,
this.
the first one was a- first one was a 4. The second one was a 2. So 10.
Oh man.
So yeah, you don't notice Arya downing a thing of ale. Arya, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Since Jasper hasn't noticed, I'm buying another one.
Yeah, sweet
That's
little
not-
Arya is getting her second ale, and because she hasn't felt the first one yet.
I'm gonna start chugging it before Jasper can stop me again.
Roll to notice that one.
Run. Give me another. Sorry, run. Give me a dexterity check.
Oh, dexterity check.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Let's okay. Dexterity check or save?
Check.
Okay.
That one was a disadvantage, and it's a fucking 10 again.
Okay, so that is a 14.
All right. That one wasn't a disadvantage. What was the flat roll?
The first one was a 6, so it would have been a 14 total.
Arya, give me a sleight of hand check. Yeah, you don't see anything. Constitution saving throw, please, Arya.
Damn. I'm buying a third one.
I'm waiting for the nat 1 con save, and then all 3 of those drinks are going to hit you at once.
I'll just be a giggling mess again.
That's that. Thank
No,
God.
before you do that again. Run. Give me a dexterity check.
Who's rolling the dexterity check?
You are Run. Give me the dexterity check, please.
Okay. That is a 17.
All right. So that was a flat roll on your end, Jasper. What did you get?
18 on the dice, so it would be 24.
All right.
26.
Yeah, Arya can't ditch that with sleight of hand. You turn around, you see Arya buying what you presume is her first mug of ale.
Take it easy, love. Remember, pace yourself.
Gonna turn, look Jasper dead in the eye, and start chugging.
Maria, what are you doing?
Another con save?
Yes, please. You're still
And
not
she'll
drunk.
slam it down. And that's where you notice that this is her third ale.
Yeah, you see two other empty ale mugs right next to the ones she just finished.
Oh,
Roger
God.
keeps giving you fresh mugs.
Go to the barkeep. We're gonna need a bucket.
I walk up and say, I've never seen such a small person drink so much and not be affected.
I'm not small, I'm 7'3". I'm taller than you.
She's a furball.
Both are big.
Furball go tall. She's just skinny.
Very skinny.
Well,
Very
that's what I meant by small.
Okay. She'll flick and say, it tastes good. And I have bought another ale, and I'm slamming it down again. Another
To the
concept?
barkeep. I need a bucket and for you to cut her off.
If you want to try to stop her, you can roll a dexterity check of your own to try to interfere, Jasper. Meanwhile, Run.
Yes.
Give me another dexterity
There
check.
it is.
Ooh. That's
It's only
an 8.
17, but
So, if that's the case, you probably can reach Arya before she can chug that. Arya, give me a contested dexterity check. To see if you can chug that down and therefore pass out before that. Nope, she manages to intercept your latest mug of ale and stops you from downing it, which means you're not drunk yet.
I blink at you, Jasper. I'm like, I was enjoying that, but you can have the rest, and I'll just walk away.
I'll let you have the rest, but you have to pace yourself. You can't just chug it.
What did you get for dexterity check, Run?
I had an 8.
Alright, so, Jasper, as you're walking around with the Mug of Ale, you notice that suddenly Run's feet go out from under him in his wild dance, and he collides with the floor.
I'll start laughing.
Yeah. Oh, wow. And then next thing you know, you see 4 globules of light just kind of floating around his head, and a little bit of bird going as they float around his head.
Have you pick him up?
Are you okay, little one?
Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Whoa, I think I yeah, this stuff is really good.
What did he drink?
As you. But he is very small.
This tastes good, but it's not very strong.
I'd require something with a little more spice to it.
I'll order on both another one.
If you're drinking another dancing monkey root, please give me another Constitution saving throw.
Oh, what the heck?
I asked the barkeep if she has any hot peppers to.
Yeah!
That's a 13.
Sure, and Erdan, you start dancing uncontrollably. Yeah, of course I've hot peppers here in the jungle.
May I please have a couple?
That will be 2 silver for a bowl. And she kind of like rummages around and pulls out several small peppers. 2 are red in color, one of them's orange and green. They actually have 3 different shapes to them. You know how like one red one is like long and skinny. The other the orange and green one is kind of like bulbous, and the other one is much fatter and it's like medium size between the other 2.
I actually don't have any silver. All I have is 10 gold.
And
I'll get it.
she can make you change. She'll give you 9 gold and 8 silver back.
I was buying it so I can get it.
Well, thank you, friend.
Amen.
I take the long skinny pepper and I shoot the stem off and I put it inside of the drink.
Nice.
And then I chug it. And con save throw.
Not only are you now dancing, but your mouth is on fire. And the lining of your stomach almost feels like it's trying to eat itself.
What are you two fucking with?
This is more like it.
Uh,
I am I dancing.
Part of the experience.
This is much fun, friends.
Laying back on the bar drinking my mead.
meanwhile,
That
you're
guy's
watching
dance.
dance, 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 dance.
That guy's dance is like his best, like really bad, like b-boy
Oh,
breakdancing
God.
from like the
no.
80s.
All the dance moves and you that.
My
Oh,
dancing looks like something that you might see in like one of those old Tybo videos.
I just imagine him crumping.
No, it's got to be the time warp. Somebody's got to be doing the time warp.
Ever seen a dragonborn throw it back?
It's just a jump to the left.
Yes,
Up to
yes,
the
I have.
right. Yeah, I was obsessed with that movie for a while in high school.
It's a good one.
Everyone was.
Oh yeah, we used to sing it all the time.
At least everyone in my friend group was.
Well, then you had a good friend group.
Exactly.
I didn't discover it till college.
Yeah, I went to a couple of shows too. Those were the
The
days.
shows are the best.
They always look like a blast.
Yeah, I never dressed up for them, but I would bring stuff to throw. And sing along, of course.
Well,
So, what would you guys like to do now?
Uh, I'm just dancing.
Well, I think I could use something to eat. How do I? How do I?
having done my wonderful work, I'm gonna go out into the forest and find some dancing monk fruit.
You're evil. You're more. Run likes it.
Am I still dancing?
Let's see. Give me a dexterity check. Yeah, you're still dancing. Run. You need to be able to keep track of which slots are for your arcane. What slots are for which class? Because wizard specifically uses certain slots, and the other they basically don't. They stack.
Oh
They
yeah.
don't over. What am I trying to say? They don't overlap with each other. You basically have two sets of spells, and you have to know which one goes to which to know which spell
Oh,
slots you're using.
oh yes. I do understand. I'm just there's nothing on either one of the sheets that kind of like separates them. So, and I figure if I'm not mistaken, wizard gets two first level spell slots.
Yep.
I'll have to double check. But but there was nothing on either of the sheets to be able to like keep track of the slots separately, so I'll just have to do it mentally.
Where did Rhea walk off to? Is she still in the tavern, or does she walk out of the tavern?
Or in the tavern. I'm not sure.
Jasper will walk up to her and ask, do you want to go out to the forest with me to try to find some of this dancing monkey fruit?
Rio kind of comments like, I don't know. I think I'd rather stay in port for a little bit. I want to spend more time with little one. We were gone for so long.
Find someone to go with me. It was mentioned that it was dangerous, and I wanted to go running off by myself.
Maybe Mr. Torn will go with
I don't want Mr. Torrin to know.
you. Oh, how about Run?
If I were to run hiccuping and probably hanging off of a bar stool, I'll wait until later.
I could help him now. And I'll go over to Run and hit him with a lesser restoration.
And you kind of see him like just pop up wide-eyed and kind of like a chihuahua that just had a bit too much caffeine.
Jasper has a question for you, Mr. Run.
He turns around, his eyes just kind of wide and blazing. Yes?
Since we can't get any of this fruit here, it was mentioned that we could go out to the forest and maybe harvest some. So, would you like to go with?
uh, as you ask him this, it's like the Grinch on when he has that bright idea, the creepy smile that spreads across his face as his eyes narrow and it goes from ear to ear. Why, certainly.
Jasper will just kind of give him a smirk back to not really match the manic smile he has on his face, but kind of just like a little twinkle in her eye, like, you get what I'm putting down. Alright, let's go.
Leaving us dancing.
Oh. I did put dancing monkey fruit to both of you, and you still chose to drink it, so that's not on me. No, shush. Why?
Intelligence checks, guys? Anyone?
What is it?
What?
Intelligence. I'm asking for intelligence checks, please.
Okay.
From the party.
Intelligent for nature.
Shit!
We're just doing intelligence checks here.
Okay. So.
For years.
That would be a dirty 20.
18.
Alright. So, yeah. You're rallying Jasper, you're rallying your party, you're talking all this stuff, you head to the door and suddenly it dawns on you. Yeah, when they're talking about the forest, they probably mean several days walk from here. Back into the dangerous parts where there's all sorts of monsters to fight, not like right outside the city.
Motherfuck. Alright. To run. Alright, fine. Next time we're in the forest, we're getting some of this fruit. This is way too hard. harder than it needs to be. Just wanted to mess with the new guy. Why does this have to be so difficult? I'm gonna make my way back to the ship anyway.
Now that you've done
I
drinking,
assume
what would you like to do? What are your plans?
um, well, uh, do we need any supplies for the ship?
Last I saw, Torn was doing the inventory, so he would know better if we do or not. I'm making my way back to the ship, so I'll ask him whenever I get back if we need to. Go
Is everyone going back to the ship, or are any of you staying around town at the moment?
I'm going to follow. I'll just follow the crowd. Don't, I don't know the ropes just yet with the group, so I don't want to make a decision and end up on my own.
Yeah, you're the newbie here. That makes sense.
Green will probably go to the back of the ship because that's where little one is.
Go back to the ship as soon as I'm done dancing, I guess.
Well, Aria will hit you with lesser restoration.
Okay.
All right. Oh, on the way back to the ship, Run is going to buy a new brewer's kit. But I can't remember how much that is.
It should be in the book. Let's see.
Actually, I believe it is 50 gold pieces.
That sounds about right.
So I'll subtract that.
I wish when you actually look up an item, it would give you the base price of them, along with the other little bits and pieces, then instead of having to look up the full table.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have a couple of sailors wandering around your ship, that the people that you hired. One of them actually comes up to you, Torin, when you get back, and says, "What are you going to do about the cats that are wandering in the hold on the lower deck? They seem to be growing little nodules on their backs."
I didn't know they were still here.
Yep, only one of them was taken away. The other two are still on the ship.
When the others get back, we'll discuss those things. Once we figure something out, I'll come out and let you guys know.
All right then.
For now, just I would keep your distance, because apparently they don't listen to anything except Draconic.
Oh, trust me, we have, and we've been feeding them very carefully.
Don't don't get bitten by one, please.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
I love kitties.
I don't love these. Here we get back. Uh, Torn. So after you make your inventory, do we need anything?
As far as I know, I think we're looking good right now. But what Ron needs to do is go finish cleaning that mess of his down in his little work area.
Oh, he'd already done that before we had even left.
Oh, scrub harder. I still smell it.
You see a spectral hand floating above his head.
We're gonna.
And then
Okay, you want to play that game?
you see it turn, and then
Counterspell. I do have counterspells now.
ooh, well, whoop-de-doo. And then it reappears, and as one finger is protruding upward and three are facing downward, you see him smirk and walk away.
That's how I get into stuff. All right, then. Uh, where's the other three at?
On the ship.
Oh
I'm
shit.
just hanging out on the deck.
Oh, by the way, before he goes down in the hold, he opens up his uh, bag of holding and he pulls out the sails that the mean old captain needs to attune to.
That what?
He called me mean because I had to act like an adult towards him.
I wasn't asking what he called you. I was asking what
Oh,
he pulled out.
there's
Remember
enchanted sails.
the
Oh
enchanted
yeah.
sails we bought before leaving that allows basically wherever the captain or whoever attunes to him wants to go, it'll
Pretty much, I'm like Blackbeard with Queen Anne's Revenge and Pirates of the Caribbean with his ship. How you can like say, "Hey, go over there" without having no wind or anything.
pretty much. Basically, it's just the sails always have wind, essentially, and they'll keep the ship on course.
Alright, I'm looking over Jasper. Let's go get the other three, and we need to go to the room with the big table. I forget what I was calling it. Have a little meeting.
All right. I mean though.
What?
Never mind. Walk off to go find the others.
Hello again, friend.
Having a team meeting. Captain's orders.
Absolutely.
go on phone.
I'm gonna guess they're here.
Now, do you guys want to do this meeting today, or do you want to wait till next session? Since it is 11 o'clock. It's up to you guys.
I don't know what it's for.
And also, we could do it in the role playing.
And there's that too, I suppose.
Grizz, tonight was my last session.
I think we'll all miss you in this group.
Yeah.
Lots of hugs and cuddles.
Yeah. If we
What's going on?
I'm leaving the game.
Oh.
Just got a lot going on in my life. So, this was gonna be this was my last session.
See you.
Just playing with you.
Will I still see you every like at least once a month on Fridays for the other game?
I'm hoping so.
Okay. Cool.
And I'll be there with Curse of Strahd in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll try. You are only gonna be able to do an hour this week.
Be
anyway.
there for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Liam was busy and couldn't make it. So yeah.
It's alright.
If we go to me, I can visit you. That's for sure.
Yeah.